Now that you've logged into Canvas, after you've put in your username and password, you're going to either see your dashboard will come up, or you can click on dashboard on the left-hand side navigation panel, or you can click on courses. Any of the courses you will have will also be listed in a link type format. Now you're not going to see this many. This just happens to be my courses for different semesters, but you will see maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4, depending on how many courses you're taking this semester. What you guys are going to look for in this class is you're looking for the I Love Grammar. That's our ESL357. That's the picture that we have, and when you click on that, that's going to open you up into the course. So what will happen is you'll get to this home page first off, and the home page is where you're going to see each week's assignment, any announcements I have, and the orientation link for the orientation video that you can watch. Week 1, if you click on that, takes you out to what we're doing. And of course, each link will become active as each new week starts. So every week, I will have the same type of links for you to follow, just to keep the navigation very consistent. So the first thing you're going to want to do for each week as it unfolds is to click on what to expect for that week. And you're going to have the same type of setting open here. And for this situation, it's going to tell you what we do as introductions, what the lecture is going to be, and it tells you which videos to watch, what your reading assignment will be in the book, which is Understanding and Using English Grammar. I want you to note that we start on chapter 12 in your book. And let me bring that up for you real quick because I want you to understand what that is. So we have Pearson does our Understanding and Using English. And this book is in 20 chapters. Well, the first 11 chapters are covered in ESL357, which is Advanced Grammar. And that course I will be teaching next semester, the spring 2020. So keep your book, and if you have not done ESL 347, you just use the same book and we'll cover the first 11 chapters, or most of them anyway. In this course, ESL 357, we're going to cover chapter 12, 13, 14, and 15, 17, and maybe 18 and 20. Okay, if we have time for the other chapters, we'll do it, but sometimes it just gets very deep, very involved, and I don't want to rush you through the material that we go through. So just to let you know, that's the chapters we're doing. So you will see back in our course that we are doing those chapters, okay? So let's go back to Chrome, and we start on chapter 12, and here's the pages you'll read for this week. Here's the exercises that you'll do in the textbook. A lot of exercises I assign. They are for your practice. I'll put the answers up at the end of the week. You can check your answers. I usually don't have you turn in a lot of that homework. It's, again, just to give you a good practice with the concepts. Anything that I do assign will be under assignments, and this one's not listed yet, but it will be under assignments, and that you actually have to do online, and it's graded as you do it. So for example, let me get out of here real quick and I'll show you. You can go to this particular view a couple of ways, either from your home page for the course or modules. You'll be using this modules quite a bit. If you click on modules, it takes you directly to each week. And these week right here have not been active because we're not there yet. So here, again, it's going to say, what lecture videos are you going to watch? For this week, it's forming noun clauses and using whether or if as a noun clause. It's going to tell you what the assignment is. That you're going to go online and do a whether if exercise. This is worth 18 points, and you fill in the answers as you open up the exercise, okay? So you will just do it that way. You'll do the reading assignments, and the reading assignment, again, is in what to expect for week 1. And we do have a discussion for this week. The discussion for this week is class introduction, so that's not too too hard, but you do click on Class Introductions. We'll take you to the discussion board, and I've given some instructions here on what you should do. Once you're ready to write your own introduction, then you're just going to hit reply, and in here you can say, hi, my name is, I'm just going to call myself Lucy, okay? And Lucy would be saying why she at Saddleback, what are her hobbies and interests, things about her families, any degrees that she's earned. Any picture she wants to attach, she can embed a picture here of her family or of herself. If she has a video she wants to share, she could put it here. If you have a YouTube up about you or your family, anything that shares us with the class, something about you, something interesting, you can put this into your post. All you have to do is click on whatever you want to do. Let's say it's YouTube, for example. Maybe you have a YouTube video. And all you would have to do is just put the YouTube link here, and it would show up in the course thing. But we're going to cancel out of here because I don't have a YouTube right now. Okay. If you want to attach a picture, you can do it here. But mostly you're going to be writing about your family, your goals, the things that you want to do, your hobbies and interests, okay? And then once you're ready to send that, you're going to post the reply. And that will let everybody in the class see it. For now, I'm going to cancel this because there's really nobody in class called Lucy. Okay, so that's one of the first things that you're going to do is you're going to introduce yourself to the class and tell us some interesting things about yourself. Let me go back to, again, modules has everything here. Probably after I introduce myself to class, one of the things that I would want to do is I would want to go ahead and do the reading. So I'd go here to what to expect. I'd find out what I have to read. And then some of the exercises. And then after the reading, I would do the lecture video. Now there's a couple of ways to go back and forth through the class. You can either hit modules again, or there is a next button that will take you through each step. So for example, if I wanted to go right to the instructor videos, well, actually this is my instructor introduction, so that's the first thing that you would see. And let's say you watch that. Then you would watch the ESL357 Overview video, which is what you're watching now. The next thing would be what are the lecture videos for this week. Forming noun clauses will be first, and using whether and if would be second, so I'll hit the next. And you can see that forming noun clauses is your first video. You'd watch that. You can take notes if you want, or you don't have to. And here's the whether or if video. And the next thing that would come up, you can see that it is going in line, one thing after another. And here it's going to say the assignments for the week, so we'll click next. And this is, it says it's a quiz, but really all it is, it's a graded activity. I tell you to have page 253 open in your book because that will help you do this exercise. And in this particular assignment, I'm giving you 3 times to take it. So I just really want you to get comfortable with the material and, do very well. So you can take it 2 more times. You will be able to see the final answers, the correct answers, the 3rd time you take it, or your final attempt that you take it. Okay, so it is worth, there's 6 questions and it's worth 3 points each for 18 points. And then you would go next. But again, you don't have to do it in this order. And there's the discussion board, because as I said, you might want to do the discussion board first. Okay? So any way you want to do it, either by clicking modules or by clicking next one at a time, you can do it any way that you want to. Back to modules here. And it will take you back. Okay? And then once this week is over, if you don't want to see it, then you can always collapse it and then go into week 2. Once week 2 starts. All right, now I'd like to show you some resources for you just to help you out. If you scroll down here, there is Student Help and Resources. And this is an important tab because it can tell you how do you get technical support if you want to learn how to upload a picture, or you don't know how to embed a YouTube video link, or you're having problems. The technical support at Saddleback are very, very good. So you would click on that. You can also click on our college library. But our tutoring center, you're an online student. Let's say you may not go to campus this semester. Well, I want you to know that still you can get tutoring even though you're online. So as you see here, we have online tutoring and paper review. So if you click that, you will see it will tell you how you can actually get a face-to-face tutor right here, face-to-face tutoring. You need a camera and your microphone, and you can do Skype or FaceTime or something like that and sit down with a tutor to help you through. The instructions on how to do that are given right here. So I highly recommend you use the online tutoring. It's with the live tutor. It's awesome. Now, if you have a paper due, and probably for this class, I won't assign a paper, but if you're taking my ESL350 class, then they do a lot of writing and a lot of papers. So they could actually turn in their paper, and then a teacher will look at it and mark it up with comments, and usually within 24 hours turn it around. It's wonderful. So for any of you in this particular class, if you've got other classes where you're writing a paper or an essay or a response to something, just go ahead and submit that paper online, and you tell the instructor what you want them to look at, and then they will turn it around in 24 hours. Okay? So this is a really good resource for you, and I wanted to make sure that everybody saw it. Okay, so remember, that is in our course. Let me bring it back here. And let's move backwards. Got to get my back button here. Okay, so we found that under the help area, the student help and resources. Here's another thing I want to bring to your attention. Under the student help and resources, if you don't know how to do something, notice that you could also do this Canvas overview, and if you need to upload a file, or if you need to look and see what your grades are and those kinds of things, it can tell you how to work with each of these. So these are your how-to videos. So use that link as often as you need to. Okay, we're going to go back home. Let's go back to our dashboard. And I'll click on our course again. I think it's pretty easy here, but if you want to find the syllabus, you just click on the syllabus and you will have a syllabus link. And you can open up the syllabus. Would love for you to read that within the first week. So once you click this, there's a link here to the course syllabus, so you will be able to click on the link. And as far as grades are concerned, as you turn in assignments, it's going to show up in your grading history. So for example, the first thing that you guys will be doing is the whether if exercises. It's worth 18 points. And as soon as you do those submissions and you want to do your final one, then your points are going to show up right next to your name, and a running total is going to be done for your class here. Okay, so that's how you do grades. It's pretty easy. You just click on grades and you follow your progress. Right now we only have one assignment that's due. All right, very good. Okay, folks, so hopefully you're going to really enjoy this class. We're going to watch movie clips, and we're going to be looking at songs as far as how they relate to grammar, and we're going to be doing some submitting of some animation and cartooning as it revolves around some of the assignments I have with grammar. I hope that this is going to be a very good class for you, and you'll enjoy it a lot. I look forward to seeing you online.